live from the westernunion.com VIP lounge.
Gabby Diaz here, and welcome to the westernunion.com VIP lounge. Now, normally I would go ahead and introduce Troy, but I feel like I just want you all to introduce him. So on the count of 3, can you say, "We're ready for you, Troy"? Is that cool? Can you guys thumbs up if that's okay with you guys? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're ready for you, Troy!
Yes. How are you?
Hey everyone, how's it going? Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Now, Troy, I was sitting up here with all of them, and let me just tell you, these are like die-hard fans. Like, they've pre-ordered the album already, have the download cards, got the merch. I mean, how crazy is that for you?
How many of you guys were at the show last night? Oh, everyone. Awesome. I feel like you guys like wore me out last night. Like, I feel really tired today. But yeah, it's so awesome.
How crazy is that for you? Like, does it still kind of trip you out a little? Is it like surreal almost?
100%. Yeah. You know, last night was my second ever show.
Oh,
and
wow.
It was just like, I don't know, it's still such a weird experience for me, but in a really, really good way. And I feel like we're like sharing something really special. It's awesome.
Nice. I'm sure people couldn't tell that it was your second only show, like, because you probably put on such a great performance.
I hope so.
What's I got this question a lot on Twitter because we got people to ask questions and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But what's one song that you perform that you love to hear the crowd sing back to you?
There's a couple. I mean, I always love hearing you guys sing, but Talk Me Down's a really, really fun song to do live because you guys just sound extra special on that one. But also there's a new one called Youth that like everyone seems to be really liking. So yeah, that one's fun.
They love it. So let's rewind. Let's take it back a little.
Cool.
How did you start singing? How did this even all happen?
I started singing, literally I must have been like 3 or 4 or something like that, just like around the house. I was like listening to Madonna and stuff like that. Whatever my dad and my mum were listening to, that was like what I would sing along to. And yeah, I just loved it. I used to like pop out of the curtains and do performances for my family.
Nice.
And then when we had people over for dinner and stuff like that, I would always be like, you know, wanting to sing for the whole table and make everyone be really, really quiet.
You were just a performer. It was in you.
So I just always used to do it. And then I started singing lessons probably when I was 8.
Nice.
Started uploading singing videos to YouTube when I was like 12.
Right.
And just have been, doing it ever since.
It's been blossoming.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I love it. I love it. So the album's dropping, Blue Neighborhood. You just announced that last week.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you?
I'm so excited. It's everything up until this point has been like, you know, leading up to this moment. So I released an EP last year called TRXYE that I think was like a lot of me just finding myself. Some people are wearing the jumper.
Diehards.
But yeah, no, so, you know, a lot of that was just like me kind of like introducing myself and, you know, as a recording artist. And then went away for like a year and worked really, really hard on these new songs that I ended up putting out 6 like a month and a half ago. And it was, you know, sort of to give people like an introduction into who I am and like what I want to say and what I sound like. And now, you know, those 6 songs have moved over onto a much bigger body of work, whatever you want to call it. And that's Blue Neighborhood. So literally, yeah, everything up until now has been leading up to now, you know, Blue Neighborhood. And
why did you call it Blue Neighborhood?
So Blue Neighborhood is a lyric from a song called Wild that I wrote, and it's leave this blue neighborhood. And I think originally it started off with like, so I'm from Perth, which is like a really, really, really lovely place. And I'm sure that, you know, you're all from, well, San Francisco is beautiful. But, you know, it's like sometimes where you're from can be, because it's so nice and because it's so caring and warm and loving, it can be sometimes a little bit kind of suffocating and you want to get out a little bit, you know? And so it started off as that, leave this blue neighborhood. And then I realized that like in my head, all of the stories, all of the songs that I'd written take place in this blue neighborhood place that I had kind of like built up in my mind where all of the houses look the same and everything. And yeah, I just kind of like built up this picture in my head of what it was. And it just made sense to call the album that.
It just felt right. Definitely. You know what I love so much about you is that you're very open with who you are. And you know, you put that out on YouTube, on a video, you know. How important was that for you? I mean, I'm sure you felt a mixture of emotions when you did that.
Yeah, I mean, So for me, I started like coming to terms with my sexuality and stuff like that when I was probably maybe 13, and I didn't have anyone to talk to in real life. I met my first like gay person ever when I was like maybe 15 or something like that, or 16.
Wow.
So well, the first person that I was like aware of, that I wasn't like scared of, I used to just like meet gay people and be like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay in my head. Like and I think it's probably because I knew that I secretly was, and I was just like, what are you? Like what?
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then I didn't know who to turn to or talk to when I started kind of thinking that I might be that. And so I turned to the internet and started like watching coming out videos and joining like forums and I don't know, I got a Twitter account and stuff like that, and just kind of like educating myself on the fact that there was plenty of people just like me from all around the world.
Totally, yeah.
And then I started also kind of at the same time making these YouTube videos and built up this audience, and then it became time that I basically just thought, okay, cool, you know, I'm so comfortable with myself. I came out to my family and my friends like a year ago now, and I'm ready to do, you know, to give the internet what the internet gave me when I needed it,
totally,
and kind of share that with my audience, and hopefully help people, yeah, just help people kind of figure out who they are and make sure that they know that it's all good and it's okay.
Yeah, it's important for sure. So I wanted to get some questions from Twitter.
Cool.
I got a couple on here. Sorry, I had to pull up my phone.
That's all good. I'm recognizing a lot of you from the show.
Nice.
It's nice.
Okay, so I already got that one. So this was from Luvi__. Her name is Lavina. She said, what is your best advice for someone who's going through a hard time?
Lavina, my advice is, I think just knowing that there's something on the other side for sure, you know.
Yeah.
I think that when you're in something, it can obviously feel like it's all encompassing and like you can never ever leave that situation.
Totally.
But there's definitely something on the other side waiting for you. Like, you know, I used to watch videos of like pride parades when I was younger and just like think, oh, okay, cool. Well, you know, if no one in Perth accepts me, or if my family doesn't accept me or whatever, I can go to like Norway, or I can go to, you know,
I can go to the pride parade,
or
and
like
they
San
will
Francisco,
yeah,
you
and
know,
they'll
places
accept
like
me.
that. And you know, it comforted me, and I think that that still stands. That, you know, there is somewhere in the world there is people who will love you and accept you for exactly who you are, and yeah, there's another side.
Yeah, totally. I feel like when I'm going through it like really bad, I feel like everything falls apart at once. Yeah. And then something great happens after that. And I feel like it's something that's always going to challenge you, or, you know, you're not ready for it. And then something great happens, and then just everything just comes back together. So I think that's kind of cool.
I think it's just about, like keeping your cool.
Keep it cool. Yeah. Because if you lose it, then it's all kinds of bad.
Yeah.
So Miss Moving Away, sorry. You know how Twitter has everything one word together. Is it weird listening to your own music?
Not really. I like listening to it. I try and write songs that I would like to listen to if I wasn't myself. So I'm like, I guess, a little embarrassed that I do it, but I do it sometimes, yeah. Especially in the car. I think that if a song like sounds good in the car with the windows down, then that's like... Is
that like your final stamp of approval? Like once your record's done? Yeah.
I'll go in the car and just like listen with the windows down.
That's so funny. So Jamie Janelle asks, if there was one moment in your life that you would want to relive, what moment would you choose?
It's so cheesy, but it was literally 3 days ago when I did my first ever show. I would totally go back and relive that again, just so I can like focus. I think that I really had a lot of fun last night, because the first show I was like so panicked that it was just like, and it was over. Yeah. Whereas like last night I really got to like slow down and like actually like look at all of you and see all of your faces and hear you and stuff like that. And it was a really nice experience. So I'd love to go back and like relive the first show and just try and slow my mind down a little bit and stop like panicking and flailing.
Do you have like a ritual that you do before you perform that you know will calm you down a little?
I'm getting really bad with, I mean, it's only my second show and I'm already like, I need to meditate before the show. But
you're like sitting there in the corner like, shh.
No, like in the day, so basically I had the day off before the show yesterday. So what I did was I did my warm-ups in the shower with the shower on and like getting all the steam in and stuff like that. And like, then I've got this meditation app that I've started doing. And
nice.
just trying to like make it a nice experience.
Just calm the nerves a little. But you kill it every time, I'm sure. And you have so many more shows on the way. That's awesome. And the album coming. Well, let the people know where they can find you on your social media and all that.
So yeah, I'm just at Troye Sivan on pretty much everything.
How many times do people say your name wrong, Troy, because it's spelled with the E at the end? Do they say Troye a lot?
I get a lot of Trove, like Uber drivers always think my name is Trove. I don't know why. I get Troye sometimes, Troye,
Well, you're unique with the E at the end. I like it. Well, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank
We
you.
really do appreciate it. I know your fans appreciate it. Thanks again. This is Gabby Diaz in the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge.